lại cái này.
Về nhà này à? Về nhà thì em cũng có nhưng mà vẫn hơi bị
hơi bị cái chi á hả?
vâng, cái này em thấy nó cũng hơi khó.
Ok, chị cũng thấy nó cũng hơi khó ha. Thì hôm bữa chị cũng có sửa cho em á, thì bây giờ là chắc chị sẽ nói lại ha.
Vâng.
Ok, hôm hôm bữa để chị copy mấy cái hôm bữa qua cho trong Zalo á, em xem em check
Vâng, em
đồ
là sẽ em
đó.
có chép lại.
Ok, không ấy là kiểm tra xem lại thôi chứ cũng không cần phải chép đâu ha.
Vâng, em đã xem rồi.
Ok, describe a river or a sea you have visited. Hôm bữa là em nói em đi đâu vậy?
Bảo là em đi một cây sông gần nhà mình khoảng 3 cây, cách nhà khoảng 3 cây.
Ok, thì em sẽ dùng cái thời gì nhỉ?
Ở quá khứ mình
Ok,
đã từng đi.
ok. Um, với ok, thì em sẽ đọc, em sẽ nói cái câu đó như thế nào?
um, I had a trip to a river that is 3 kilometers far from my house.
Ok, that's good. Sau đó là thường á thì những cái này là người ta thường là cho từ 4 đến 5 câu á. Thì ở trong một cái đoạn part 2 đó thì em có thể nói tầm 12 câu, thì mình có thể chia ra là một cái câu như là mình trả lời á, là tầm 3 ba câu vậy á, là mình có thể là mỗi câu như vậy mình có thể là dựa theo cái area đó mình trả lời cũng được luôn. Ví dụ câu câu một thì không nói ha, tại vì nó hỏi ở đâu thôi thì mình trả lời ở đâu cũng được rồi. What things you did there thì em có thể list ra, hoặc có thể là em nói là tôi thường tới đó rồi tôi làm cái gì, bởi vì sao mà tôi làm như vậy, rồi bla bla bla, mình có thể nói như vậy cũng được. Còn who was with you thì em cũng list ra thôi, hoặc có thể nói tới là tôi thường đi với bạn của tôi vì tôi cảm thấy nó khá là gần gũi hơn so với đi với những người khác hay là sau đó, đúng không? Rồi why you would recommend the place, là cái đây rất là reason luôn á, rất là đưa ra rất là nhiều reason cũng được luôn. Sau đó là hai con này cũng dạng dạng giống như vậy. Nói chung là em có thể là apply cái area to cái này cũng được, là mỗi cái đều có thể trả lời cho 3 câu thì mình có thể tính như vậy. Rồi trước khi mà mình chuẩn bị cái này này, trước khi mà mình brainstorm á, thường là cái tip là sẽ list ra một vài cái từ, một vài cái từ hay, hay là một cái từ gì đó mà em thích mà mình có thể bỏ vô cái bài đây này cho nó hay hơn, hay là sau đó thì thường thì mọi người sẽ viết 2 đến 3 cái. Em có thể viết 1, 2, 3 cái gì cũng được, hay là 5 cái cũng được, bởi vì cái part 2 là cái part mà nó show từ vựng, show này show kia đồ á. Thì đó là hôm bữa chị có nói với em là mình có thể have a thing for nè, have a thing for là thích cái gì đó nè, frequently nè, rồi the good old days. Chị nghĩ là ba cái cụm đây là em có thể là bỏ vô đó được luôn á, bỏ vô cái này thì em ghi ra sẵn là mình sẽ có 3 cái cụm đây, là mình sẽ có 3 cái cụm này, sau đó là trong suốt cả bài là mình có thể bỏ vô cái chỗ nào thì mình sẽ nhìn tới cái cụm này rồi mình bỏ vào thôi. Ok. Ok, rồi. Ok. Well, you said that I have visited that river 3 kilometers away from my house. Okay, and then what things you did there?
I had a picnic with my friend by the river. Yeah.
Why
And we had
you had the picnic there but not anywhere else?
because um, the view by the river is very beautiful, and it's helped me eat and play more. Uh,
And then
and
okay, you can say that I had a picnic with my friends there because we can, all right, we have to use past tense there. Okay, so we can use that because we could enjoy the fresh air, the beautiful view from the sea, đây là river đúng không nhỉ? From the river bank. Do you know the river bank?
yes.
Yeah, so you can say we could enjoy the fresh air, the beautiful view from the river bank. What else? You can list more. Maybe why you chose your friends to go with but not your family or anything else.
Yeah. mm, in there we while having a picnic, we played a lot of mobile game there, and the reason that I invite my friend because we are the same age and we share a lot of interests.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but not for my family.
Okay. And okay, do you like that place? Do you like that place?
Um, well, yes.
So why do you like that?
Because it's remind me about the good old days that when I was
Okay.
a child. Yeah, and
Okay. Well, maybe you can. Okay, okay. Do you would you recommend that place to other people?
yes, I think that place is very suitable for someone that want to have a picnic or want to
How to say relax?
and to let their head down. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I think that's enough for the IELTS speaking part 2. Can you feel that you have some ideas to answer that?
Mm, yes.
Okay, so I will answer that again based on your idea, right? And also these 3 words. Um, okay, so I've I have visited a river near my house, just 3 kilometers away from that, and maybe you can add some description of that. It's a beautiful river, and um, maybe yesterday or maybe last month, I and my friends came to there because we had a picnic there. Um, we could enjoy the beautiful river, beautiful view, and from the river bank, and we had a lot of activities like play riding motorbikes or anything else. um, I went to there with my friends because we are at the same age, so that would be easier for us to share everything together, to share common interest, or to do a lot of things together. That would be a lot funnier than just go with our parents. Okay, and I really liked this place because think that it will remind me the good old days when I were a child, when I and my grandparents together can enjoy some beautiful moment in the park or anything else, blah blah blah. Um, I think that I would recommend that place to other people, because maybe we could. I forgot your reason. Maybe you can add your reason there, or you can say, I would recommend that place to other people in case they have a thing for enjoying nature and also peaceful environment. You can say like that. Okay, in case means if. So you can say, I would recommend that place to other people in case they have a thing for nature and like fresh or peaceful environment. Okay, so I think it's over 2 minutes, but then it's enough. That's enough for IELTS speaking part 2. So I hope that you can have some tip for yourself to answer this. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Um, have you learned lesson 5?
No, today I'm gonna learn.
Okay.
I'm going to learn lesson 5.
Okay, maybe we will review again about lesson 3 because I saw a lot of questions there. Here. Here. Part 2 again. Okay, so do you I hope that you have some tips for yourself that I will let you do this and prepare this in 3 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wait for me to. Okay. Let's start. Okay, time's up. Okay, so now you have 2 minutes for that. Two. Let's start.
The member in my family that I spend most time with is my younger sister. She is 2 years older than me. Yeah, but although she is younger than me, but sometimes she gives me a lot of advice and a lot of suggestions. And I always talk about study with her because I'm her older brother, so I have learned a lot of knowledge before her. So sometimes if she has some difficult questions, I can talk to her and I can have her solve the question. And yeah, but sometimes we talk about our day and our school life. For example, yesterday had she told me about um, the problem that happened in her class, and and we had spent 30 minutes to talk about that story. And the reason that I like spending time with her is because we have the same interest in football. If I have free time, I always take her with me um, to the football to the football club with me, and to and we
Okay, all right. I think it's better than the previous answer. Can you feel
yes.
that? Okay, so I suggest you to, instead of learn a lot of things or widen my knowledge or anything else, you can say broaden my horizon. Do you know that?
I just know the horizon, and
Yeah.
I
So broaden my horizon means widen your knowledge. So you can use this into your own word, your own speech. And what
yeah,
else? Um, you can uh you can say that your sister is a good listener. Can you guess that meaning?
yes,
Yeah, so
I
you can say that your sister is a good listener. So that will be easier for you to share a lot of things with her, and you are willing to share without any hesitation, without any like shame, anything else. So you can add into that.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think it's good that you say a lot of things there. You provide example, you provide a reason. I think that we can add a little bit grammar there. You use both present tense and past tense. So maybe yeah, this this grammar, this grammar. Yeah, this one, like this, use some of connector and few words. Like I will give you some of my connector. Um, on top of that, you can use this. On top of that, when Oh, I will give it to you. Oh, I have a list for you. Wait for me to check that because I have a lot of words for that. I forgot where, but then I remember that I have a lot of words there. On top of that, and to like for example, when you begin to speak that, you will say to begin with. I would like to say that first of all, blah blah blah. Okay, do you know that? Can you get that? Can you understand my meaning?
Yes.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you can
yep,
you
yep. Yeah. So I will give you the
on top of that is, can you tell me
yeah.
the
On
meaning
top
of
of
the
that
meaning?
means the next one is. Yeah, the next one is. So instead of say the next one is, you can say on top of that. When you just this is connector, and it helps you to get a more logical answer, and especially in IELTS part one, and we should add these words there. So wait for me to check that again. Colloquial here. Here, starting at in emphasizing. Okay, so can you see that in the box chat? It's a lot. Like you can say, well, first of all, when you start to answer this, you can say, well, first of all, this is my sister, blah blah blah. Or well, to kick off, they're the same as to begin with. And then
Yes.
you add some information. So you want to say, this is my sister, and you say she's kind, she's beautiful, blah blah blah. And another thing is blah blah blah. You can say next one. On top of that, as far as I know, so you just choose to learn one or two words, yeah, maybe, and then you
Yes.
emphasize. When you emphasize information, you can use these words, these phrases, like you really want the examiner to understand your system more, to understand your idea more, that you want them to notice that feature, you want them to see that feature as the most, like the most um like appreciable one. So you can say, as I'd go as far as to say that, so blah blah blah, or actually blah blah blah, or you can say hands down. Hands down is the, I think is a, is kind of a really versatile words, a real versatile word, right? For example, you can say that um uh I could learn a lot from her, so I could broaden my horizon, hands down. So it means that I'm sure that I could learn a lot from her. Okay, it means that I'm sure that. And or you can say, I hands down could learn a lot from her, or I could learn a lot from her, hands down. So hands down can put everywhere, can be put everywhere in the whole sentence. Can you get that?
Yes.
So I usually use the word hands down there. So uh, the first time I saw this word in a book of Mr. Tùng Đặng Trần Tùng. Do you know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
So I really love the word hands down, and I use it all the time. So, and about the example, for example, I think it's easy to use, right? We use a lot of time. Okay. And the word and contrasting, mind you is the same as we use the same as hands down. Like
Yeah.
for example, um mhm, I it means but, in English, but then we could use it as hands down, like in the middle of the sentence or in the last sentence or blah blah blah. You can say that. So it really versatile. And concluding. So if you notice that I use on and on all the time, can you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on and on is to conclude. But to conclude, in conclusion, blah, blah, blah. So we tend to use that in writing instead of speaking. Speaking, we use something more informal. Yeah. Uh,
Yes.
like in conclusion is a little bit formal. So it's suitable in writing instead of in speaking. So in speaking, you can say on and on, at the end of the day, in a nutshell. Yeah, three words there. But I tend to use on and on at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you can, if you watch this on YouTube or anything else, you can see that people use that a lot.
Yes.
Like you talk a lot of things, blah blah blah. She did that. She told you that. Like spending time, blah blah. But you say at the end of the day, I always appreciate her, and I hope that one day we could share more, and maybe in the future, I hope that we could connect and keep in contact. Whereas, well, no matter how far we are, or you can say that at the end of the day, it's so meaningful there.
Yes.
Okay, so I think these words you can like every single answer you can add into that, or maybe in the real life, maybe communication between us, like that would be better for you to add these words. And the next day, I will introduce you some filler words. These words called connectors. Okay.
Yes.
And there are a lot of filler words there, but I would choose some of them to to use it frequently. For example, the word like and kind of, I use that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so maybe that is the end of our lesson today. I hope that you can learn something for yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so goodbye.
Yeah. And